Hey guys, welcome back. I'm starting this video from inside the car. One of the reasons being we're indoors and there is very loud, copyrighted, protected music playing outside. Don't want to get a strike. Hopefully it doesn't leak in through the cabin here. But yeah, this is the first Ferrari on this channel, guys. Give it up for the 2016 California T. Not everybody knows this about me, but my very first job in the car business was in fact at a Ferrari Maserati dealer 8 years ago. I was just a porter there, wasn't selling cars, and I was not allowed to drive any of the cars. This was kind of way before my channel was even a concept, so I'm a little bit familiar with the California T, but I never really took an in-depth look at the interior quality, so that's what we're going to do now. Again, sorry for the bad lighting. It's a very dark car. It's got tinted windows, and we're indoors. I don't have the key for this car, so I'm not gonna pull it outside and make a big show about it. But while it's here, while it's unlocked, I want to do the best I can to see if Marinello got it right. Let's take a look. And now for the button test. I know I don't have the key, but here's the final button. Guys, I gotta tell you, this is really a mixed bag. Most of the areas in this interior were pretty rock solid, if I'm honest, but there were a couple areas that had squeaks, and when I say squeaks, they were kind of almost, they were medium to almost moderate as far as the squeaks go. And then there were a couple of places where stuff's coming loose. For example, this part on the dash has popped out, and then the looks like, I think this is an airbag color on the A-pillar. That's starting to come out a little bit. I don't know. I think it's just Italian cars being Italian cars. I know this doesn't have to do with the squeaks, but I also noticed something that I've seen in a lot of other Ferraris. This is a very common thing. The dash up here is a bit warped. You can see it's kind of wavy up here. So, as you guys might or may not know, all Ferraris get a leather dash, and when the car is exposed to the sun, it starts to wrinkle up. You'll see this a lot on 360s and cars of that nature. A little bit old. But again, Ferrari has never used an infrared windshield before. You see infrared windshields, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you see some luxury cars that have windshields with kind of a blue or sometimes a purple sort of tint to them. You'll see them on Mercedes and Range Rovers and stuff like that. Ferrari doesn't do those kind of windshields, so every time you buy a car and you leave it out in the sun, they're going to get wrinkly like that. That's just the way they are. So you got to get one of those sun covers or windshield covers when you buy a Ferrari. It is what it is. So that happens, and then again, I'm going off on a tangent here. This doesn't have to do with fit and finish, but older Ferraris and even older Maseratis are plagued by this, but apparently it's in this car too. I thought they would have addressed this by 2016, but we have sticky buttons right here, guys. I mean, it's not literally a button, but it's that same material. Like, this is sticky right here. And this car is only 8 years old. I gotta tell you, this is the newest car I've ever been in with sticky buttons, basically. A little bit disappointed to see that, I can't lie. Anyway, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for fit and finish. Not good enough to be an 8, but not horrible enough to be a 6. As far as materials go, things are looking pretty good in here. As you would imagine with Ferrari, pretty much everything's covered in leather, and it is beautiful, supple stitched leather, and it smells really good too. The smell of leather in these cars is intoxicating. It's seriously good. The main trim in here is going to be this carbon fiber. You can see it right here. It's clearly real carbon fiber. I mean, it's a Ferrari. This one has that package where it's got the shift lights in carbon fiber on the steering wheel, and it's got the carbon fiber on the central bridge, I think they used to call this. I don't know. Yeah, plenty of carbon fiber. Excellent material choice there. And then we have these beautiful leather seats right here. I know the camera's not going to want to focus so well just because the lighting is so god-awful in here. You got to kind of take my word for it. Beautiful seats, color contrast, red stitching in there. And we got the dancing horse on the headrest. Very nice stuff. The headliner is cloth, but then this A-pillar cover is leather, and then the sun visor on this half is Alcantara, and on the outer part it is the same leather with the red stitching. I know you can't see it on here, but you gotta take my word for it. And then the buttons and switchgear in this car were actually pretty surprising. I've never done the test before on a Ferrari, and I gotta tell you, the surface of the buttons to me don't feel that special, but they do have a nice tactile feeling to them, like you see here. Got a nice click. I love these gear lever buttons here. They have a very satisfying click, kind of like on a Porsche or an Audi. Same with the window switches, same with the engine start switch. These feel fantastic. And of course the Manatino switch feels very heavy. You feel like you actually have to do something in order to make it move. Like you have to put in some effort to switch drive modes here. I do like that. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 for materials. It's a pretty easy 8. So there you guys have it. Your final score is going to be 7 out of 10 for fit and finish, 8 out of 10 for materials. Please let me know your thoughts. I can't comment on the driving experience of the California T because, well, I can't drive this car right now and I've never driven one in the past, so couldn't tell you how it accelerates or handles. I imagine pretty good, but again, not going to talk about it. It's an interesting car, and these are losing value. This car is priced at 120 grand. So I know brand new these were like 230, 250, something like that. This car is starting to become a little bit of a steal. Same with the original California. Those are under 100 grand all day. If you guys want to buy this car, send me a message or something. It's 120 grand. It's got about 30,000 miles, I believe. Shouldn't be anything wrong with it. Maybe just get a little bit of glue for this and for this part, and then you should be squared away. Alright guys, I'll catch you next time. Let me know what you think. Peace.